All right, so this week we're going to slow down just a little bit. The goal is to get to Patrick Henry and his speech, but to do that we have to go and refresh some of your freshman and sophomore English activities. Do you remember persuasive techniques? You did that triangle, and there's ethos, pathos, and ethos, pathos. I'm missing one. Or logos. Thank you very much. I knew that we'd come up with it. So those three things are important in any type of persuasion. And the persuasion that we used, that Jonathan Edwards used in Sinners in the Hands of an Angry God, what did he primarily use? What type of persuasion? It was through emotion, right? So he used fear. He used fear. Those images about hell and being hot and God holding you over things, that was fear. So that was emotional. So that would be ethos, pathos, or logos? Pathos. Pathos. All right, so we're going to talk about all that. And I want to show you real quick in our modules what we are doing. But before we do any of that persuasion, this is what I have for you. If you go to your modules and look at persuasive review, it's really a pre-activity. It's not necessarily a review like you'd see it. Let me get the agenda off the thing. There we go. All right, so I want you to open up a Google Doc, and you have to share it with me, but you're not submitting. There's nothing to submit, but you're keeping notes on this. I want you to look at these three images, and the Google Doc, put your last name and then title it your last name, Liberty. And what you're going to do is you're going to describe what these three images have in common. And then what's happening according to you. Don't ask your neighbor. Don't call up anybody if you're at home and say, what's going on here? Don't try to look it up. Just in your opinion, what do you see is going on? All right, so remember we talked about perspective about a whole lot of things in our English class. When we read stuff, we have to consider our perspective, the author's perspective, and our influences and things like that. Look at these pictures. Tell me what's in them, and do each one. So, like picture number one is going to be the first picture on the left. Picture number two is going to be the second picture, which is on the right. Picture number three is the one below. Okay, so go in that order. So I'm not describing the pictures to you on purpose. So I want you to see, and that's what you do. Do it on a Google Doc. I'm going to give you about 8 minutes to do that, and then you guys you can check out the video, the second video on this slide, to figure out what we came up with.